Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. Welcome back. If you're new to me, hey, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So if that's why you're here, because that's what's going to be happening. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and the continued support. Today for you, I have my March book haul. Yes, another book haul. I know I have a problem and I'm not going to do anything about it because I love buying books. I love talking about books. So let's just get right into the books. The first book I have is J.R.R. Tolkien's The Silmarillion. I hope I'm saying that right. I had to check the pronunciation guide, so I hope I'm saying it right. This is the story of the creation of the First Age, Galadriel, Elrond, basically being total badasses. I picked this up because I did not own it. It did not come with my box set of Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, but it's the same edition as that box set. And I want to read this because I am going to be watching the Ring of Power show that Amazon Prime is putting on at the end of this year. I'm really looking forward to it. And I want to know what the story is about, kind of have a baseline to go off of. And I'm really excited. I'm also really nervous about this because I've been told by many, many people that this is one of the harder books to read by J.R.R. Tolkien, just because of the way he writes the story. It's just very difficult to comprehend sometimes. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm ready for the challenge and I'm looking forward to it. Next book is Alex Phoebe Mordew. I picked this book up because I saw Reagan talk about it over at Peruse Books. She read the tagline of this book and I just was like, what? Are you serious? But I wanted to check it out. I don't really know much about this book. I just know the tagline is God is dead, his corpse hidden in the catacombs beneath Mordew. Okay. Let's go. Let's go for a ride. I think this will be a really interesting roller coaster of a book. So I'm excited about it. And that's all I pretty much got for this one. I found it on Book Outlet for a cheap price. So I was like, yes, I will pick it up. Yay. The next book I'm really, really excited about. I'm super pumped about this one. And that is Bernard Cornwell's The Winter King, a novel of Arthur. This is the first installment in the Warlord Chronicles. And this is Bernard Cornwell's take on King Arthur, Merlin, Camelot, that classic story. I love it when authors take an already well-known story, put their spin on it, and when they do it well. And I know, as much as I love Camelot, this story is going to be taken care of because Bernard Cornwell is a fantastic author. He has written so many series. One of his most well-known series, The Last Kingdom, has been turned into a Netflix show, and it's super popular. I've watched a few episodes of it. It's fantastic. I've never read those books. This will actually be my first foray into him, but a lot of people that I respect really enjoy his work, and I have not heard a lot of negative things about him to begin with. And this book also received really, really good reviews on Goodread. And I learned about this book over at Mike's Books Reviews, and I really like the books he reviews. And he seems to have a really good taste in books. So I'm going to go on the limb that this is going to be done very, very well. And I'm super, super excited about seeing his take on King Arthur. The next book I have is an auto-buy author for me. I pretty much buy anything she writes. And I did not have this one, so I picked up Beth Harbison's Every Time You Go Away. I love Beth Harbison's writing. The way she writes is just so nice. It's so easy. There is really good character arcs. There's always really good steamy scenes, but they're not so steamy that I would call it like smut romance. It's just steamy enough to kind of whet your appetite and give you what you want. And it's done so well that you don't need a lot of it in the book to get it through the book. And I just really like the way she writes. I love her stories. And this one follows a woman named Willa who recently lost her husband, and she has to go back to the home and start cleaning up, kind of putting her life back together. And she has help from her son, Jamie, and her friend and her friend's daughter, and her friend's daughter and Jamie used to be a thing, and now they're kind of rekindling. It's a common trope you see in a lot of her books, but it's a trope that she does really, really well and always looks fresh and new when she does it. So really, really like her writing, and I'm super excited about this one, seeing that summer is coming up soon. I'll probably be picking up this very, very soon. The next two books I got are the first and second installment in a series by Abby Glines. I read Abby Glines' Vincent Boys a few years ago, and I really, really enjoyed it. I wanted to pick up some more of her, and I found these on Book Outlets, so I picked them up, and they were in hardcover, which made it even better because I love hardcovers, and that is the Field Party series. So I grabbed the first one, which is Until Friday Night, and the second one, which is Under the Lights. I believe these are more of a companion style series. They are not a sequential series. So I could read them out of order, but I just don't do that. So I'm just going to read them in order. And the first one follows Maggie and West. And the second one follows Willa, Gunnar, and Brady. So there we go. I've got some fun stuff to read this summer. I'm pretty pumped. The next book I was a little leery about picking up just because I like the concept of this series. It is another first installment of a series where there are more companions. They're not really crossovers. But I wasn't a huge fan of the character from this book. This is a Disney retelling, but from the villain's perspective. And that is Katie Roberts' Wicked Villains series, and this is Desperate Measures. This follows Jafar, who out of the villains is probably one of my least favorite villains. So I was a little unnerved about picking this one up because it's the first one in this series, but I was like, I just can't read things out of order unless the series is designed to read out of order, if that makes any sense. So I was like, okay, I'll pick it up, and I didn't realize how short this thing was going to be. It's only 213 pages. It's itty bitty. So I'm hoping that it will read really fast, but I've also heard really good things about Katie Roberts' work, and I'm kind of in a romancy mood. Like, I just want some romance. I'm wanting it. And so let's just go with the villains because I love the villains. I like to root for the bad guys. Always have. So there you go. Another first installment to a series I've been wanting to pick up for a while is the Bargainer series, and so I picked up Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. This follows a siren, I believe, named Calypso, who has asked for favors from the Bargainer, and which gives her these like black beads that kind of wrap around her arm, and she has hundreds of these things. And the Bargainer's not known for letting these kind of build up. But eventually he comes back and wants to collect on these favors. And so, chaos ensues. So I'm excited about this. I've seen a lot of people on BookTube read this, and it kind of gets mixed reviews. But I think I will like the story based off what I've heard from the story. I think it's something that I will enjoy, even despite some of the negative reviews. And it's another one of those dark paranormal romances. And I'm just kind of vibing for that right now. So that's kind of why I was like leaning towards buying these. So yeah. When I found that book, I also found another Laura Thalassel book, Thalassel. I'm not for sure how you pronounce her last name. I apologize. Book that I've been wanting to start. She has another series, the Four Horsemen series, and I found the first one. I found Pestilence, and I've been wanting to try this for a long time. I'm obsessed with the Four Horsemen, and after reading Heather McCollum's kind of take on the Four Horsemen with the Highlander series, I'm just like, give me more, please. Except this is designed around more of the traditional Four Horsemen: pestilence, war, famine, death. So this is Pestilence, and this is the first installment of it, and I'm pretty excited about this. I wanted to read this for a while. I have no idea how bugs and pestilence is going to be sexy, but we're going to fucking find out. And I'm probably going to enjoy it. So here we goes nothing. The next book I picked, well, actually the next three books I picked up, I don't believe these are series because maybe they are a series, but again, I think they're a kind of series you can read separate from each other, but I can't do that. And that is the Twisted Tale series. The first three are by Liz Braswell. And I picked up A Whole New World, As Old as Time, and Once Upon a Dream. So I picked up the first three. A Whole New World is a retelling of Aladdin. So what if Aladdin had never found the lamp? As Old as Time is Beauty and the Beast. Obviously, you can see the Beast. What If Belle's Mother Cursed the Beast? Another twist on that. And then this one is Once Upon a Dream. This is Sleeping Beauty. What if Sleeping Beauty never woke up? So it's these like what if stories. And I just think I've been eyeballing these for a long time. And I'm just like, these seem like they'd be so freaking cool to try. So I finally broke down and decided I'm going to try them. I'm going to give them a shot. And I got the first 3. So, and these books are hella heavy, by the way. Like they are dense, heavy books. Like they kind of are. But I'm really excited about these. Like I said, I love retelling, especially when they're done well. So I'm hoping that these are done well. And this could be something I could just keep picking up because there are quite a few of these out. And I am looking forward to seeing what they're about and giving them a shot. The next 2 books I got are completion to a series. I recently finished Wicked Saints and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3, but I liked it enough still want to continue with the series. So I found the other 2 books on Book Outlet and I picked them up. However, I thought I was buying one of them in hardcover and I was wrong. So my set does not match right now. So I'm going to have to remedy that because that drives me up a wall. I do not like it when my series don't match. But I did pick up Emily Duncan's Ruthless Gods, which is the sequel, and Blessed Monsters, which is the conclusion to the trilogy. So I'm really excited about finishing this series up and seeing what happened. I like the first one enough to want to continue with it and find out what happens with Nazia, Malachish, and Seraphim, and seeing that twist at the end of the Wicked Saints, which pretty much saved that book for me. Finding out what happens in the second one, Ruthless God. So I'm hoping I will be picking up these quite soon and hoping to replace this with a hardcover edition very soon because this irritated the crap out of me when I opened it. I'm like, no, I like the hardcovers. I think they're just so pretty. And these covers are just as pretty as the first one. So I'm really glad that the cover art stayed the same. And the last set of books I picked up, and I said set for a reason, I am taking part in the SJM Along hosted by Jen over at Book Refuge, where we are reading all of Sarah J. Maas's books in publication order. I have never read the Throne of Glass series, so I didn't own any of them. So I had to buy them. And instead of just buying the first book, I found this on Amazon, so I picked up the whole set. I picked up the box set, including the novella book over here at Assassin's Blade, which is a compilation of, I think, 5 or 6 novellas in the series. So I have the entire Throne of Glass series here of Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Ember of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then the conclusion, Kingdom of Ash. So I have the whole series now, so I can partake in the SJM Along, and I can enjoy this series start to finish. And I've already completed Throne of Glass, so I'm super pumped about that. So those are all the books that I got this past month. And I'm really excited about a lot of these, guys. Like I said, I've already started reading some of these. The Throne of Glass series, I've obviously already started reading. So I'm really, really pumped. But isn't this beautiful? And oh, I have to show you this. I have to show you the back of it. It's so cool. So it's just a very nicely done box set. Like, I'm pretty pumped about this. Very, very happy about it. But anyway, that's what I got for you guys today. This right here is heavy, and then the rest of them on top of it is even heavier. So I'm not going to do the cool lift thing. At the end of the video, you'll just have to see it in the thumbnail. And I will see you guys all soon with another video. Bye.